Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Fulla. Jen, how was your weekend?
Good weekend.
Yeah, did you have any fun, or are you going to save all that for this week when you're on vacation?
Did I have any fun?
Yeah.
No.
Did you have any fun? Okay. Well,
I don't know. What is fun anyway? I always have fun with whatever I'm doing. It was more of an educational weekend and a working weekend, but
Oh, that doesn't sound like fun at all. An educational weekend? Yuck. Hang on. Let me get all the websites up. Philosophy. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, welcome to the show. This is our last show on Monday. Jen is taking the rest of the week off. She's going to, well, I'm not going to tell people what she's going to do, but she's going to enjoy herself, get some much needed rest and recreation. And I'm going to be back with a show on Wednesday. I may have Mel Carmine on Wednesday. I hope to. And we'll talk some cryptos. And if not, maybe I'll get Zester to come on. Zester hasn't been on for a while. So hello, Melissa Morton. I'm going to be on a Zoom call later. And with Missy. And we're going to talk about the upcoming Alien event in Los Angeles.
I love her.
This weekend. And Dr. Sarah Brodsky's here. Hi, Sarah. You don't usually make our morning shows. Mike, how's Barkley? Well, Barkley, I would say, is improved. His blood work came back great. So, we don't know what's really wrong with him. I think now his biggest problem is he's gained 10 pounds. He's gone from a 30-pound dog to a 44-pound dog. I guess that's 15 pounds. So because I was afraid of losing him, I think we've been overfeeding him. Also, he's been on prednisone, and prednisone gives you a ravenous appetite if you don't know. And the poor guy, I just couldn't see sitting there starving him when I know how he's feeling, because I've been on prednisone many times, as you know. So to give you a quick update on Barkley, his blood work came back great. We've got him on not Silencia, but Lobrella, which is a shot for his joints. It does help. It helps him get up and down. It does not help him on his walks. His walks are very short. His stamina is significantly down in the last month. But what we're going to try to do is just get him off the steroid. I'm not sure he needs it. If his blood work is perfect, I think we'll take him off of it for a month and see what happens and try to reduce his food. But, I give this dog treats all the time because I love him and he loves treats. So we'll see, but I think we're on an improving thing, and not to cheat on Jen, but my friend Denise Sack, who I consider the best pure pet psychic in the world, is going to talk to Barkley for me tomorrow, so I will know more tomorrow. It's not that I don't love and trust Jen; it's just that she's the best at that particular thing. She can't do geopolitics. She can't do RVs. She can't do that stuff. Jen is the goddess of that. But
psychics really aren't like that.
I didn't say you were a queen. I made you a
specialty. Pretty normal.
I didn't even say you were a queen. I made you a goddess. Okay, you're the goddess of news. And I just find that psychics that look. I've known Denise for 15 years, and so she's gonna talk to Barkley for me tomorrow. And that'll be interesting. And it's not cheating on Jen. It's just
we don't do that. I mean, even as psychics, we go to each other. We're like, all right, you're better at this than I am.
Mm-hmm. Susan is way better at where did I leave my keys than Jen is. Jen is the.
Yeah. Susan has her specialties. I have mine. Everybody's different.
Everybody's different. Okay. Anyway, thank you for being here. And while we wait for everybody to come in and make their way to the show, We're going to go through the usual stuff. If you missed a show, head on over to mikebara.blogspot.com where you can pick up all kinds of cool stuff about this show and me. All of our shows are there. The news update with the Mushroom Ladies, the shows I do with Jen, Toxically Masculine Tuesday, videos I've done of famous UFO cases that I've solved, interviews I've done with people in the UFO community. I've got to expand that a little bit. And, of course, my YouTube video with AJ from the Y-Files, which is, I want to say viral, but everything they do gets 1.5 million hits. I'm up to about 1.4, 1.5 million hits. And they changed the thumbnail. I'm not sure I like that picture of me, Jen. I have kind of eye bags going there. What do you think? I'm not sure I like that. But
yeah.
Yeah. All right. And also, please don't forget to visit our sponsors, the wonderful folks over at the CBD Gurus, Matt and Lucas, where you can get all kinds of CBD-based products for your health. Hit the wholesale tab, slide on down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, all lowercase, just ALIEN, ALIEN, and get this week's specials. And Matt is throwing, 40 million Bolivar in this week. You can either have a discount or you can have the Bolivar. You don't get the Bolivar and the discount, but you do get wholesale prices. 10 million Bolivar free with $10 purchase or more. There you go. That's a deal. That could make you rich someday. But they got all kinds of cool stuff. The broad spectrum gummies, the sleep gummies, which are wonderful, the superfood probiotic, the Delta 8 gummies, the Pain Freeze roll-on, which I use all the time because I have a lot of things that are painful. Lotion 2000 for your skin. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Get on over there to the CBD Gurus and type in ALIEN for your discount today. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can get all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your horses, your donkeys, Henry the Donkey, Barkley, everybody can benefit from this stuff. They've got all kinds of great products, Mush Puppies, Mojos, special sauce for dogs and cats. My kitties, all three of them, love the Sequoia Premium cat food and the special sauce mixed in. They go for it like crazy every time I serve it up. Chill Doggies for dogs that have separation anxiety and don't like fireworks. Mush Ponies for large breed dogs and horses and donkeys, and then the Enforce line of products for human consumption. Go back and watch the episode with Kristen and Diana. They tell you all about their personal experience with the Enforce line of products for human consumption. It's quite extraordinary. They got gummies for kids. They got chocolates. They got coffee. They have body balms. They have starter packs. Send an email to Diana at mikebarrettpets@gmail.com. That's mikebarrettpets@gmail.com. Link in the description. With whatever's ailing your pet or even yourself, and they will get you on the right suite of products to get you on the road back to health, as will the folks over at LifeWave, where you can pick up the amazing LifeWave phototherapy patches. The X39 is the base patch, which works well with everything else. I'm on the X39 and the SP6, and as many of you guys know, I lost 15 pounds for nothing. My blood work is great. I'm feeling much better. My migraines have reduced to from one a week to like one every 2 months. So it's really been quite an amazing experience. They have all kinds of patches for all kinds of ailments. They use the science of phototherapy, which reflects your body's own infrared emissions back onto yourself at a specific frequency. And that frequency stimulates the production of a specific type of stem cell, which can heal you in certain areas where you are having issues. They've got an energy enhancer, the carnosine, the ice wave for pain. Dave Bear's been using that lately since his tooth extraction the other day. Lifewave.com, again, link in the description. You can become a reseller like so many of my other friends who've had great results with this stuff. Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfalah.com this week?
Well, I forgot to take the classes off of sale because I was busy doing other things this weekend, learning things. So they're still on sale. Go in there and get them. They're 9 video classes to learn interdimensional meditation and psychic development, open you up, wake you up, and help you seek your own answers, your own healing. And it's a tool for life. If you'd like healing from me, if you'd like to reach Marcy Howell or Susan Gretz, you can go to jenniferfalah.com.
Is weight loss combo still on sale?
Well, I took that down. Yeah, it's not really a sale. It's a discount if you get the combo. Less than 3, and you get 3 weight loss healings, 1 per month. And summer's coming. So good time to start. Let's see. We got Susan Gretz in there and Marcy Howell. If you get services from them, they do not work for me. You need to email them directly to schedule. I don't know if you're frozen.
I just got a message from you with a picture on it.
I do, and I'm going to talk about that after the Jentel. I just wanted to give you a visual, and maybe you could put it on the screen. My messy scribblings from last week's show with the boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I think I know what this means now. So it's from last week and things I did today. And that's a message. So I want you to see if you can put that picture up on the screen.
I will try to get it from my phone to my computer as quickly.
For crosstalk after Jentel.
And for crosstalk after Jentel. Okay, that sounds.
You'd like to go to philosophy.com. The half-hour readings are on sale for $88. No, the person just emailed me and told me I'm a terrible person because they purchased a $59 healing that I did and they thought it was a reading. No, it was not. I do not sell readings out of jenniferfalaw.com. You have to go to philosophy.com and schedule your own. Anyway, half-hour readings are still on sale for $88. They will be coming off a sale sometime soon. It's a good idea if you'd like to get a reading from me to get on the schedule now. And that is it for today.
Okay. All right. No, I don't want to do that. I want to end the sharing. Okay. Yeah. All right. Get me over there. Make me bigger. Make you littler. There we go. All right. Let's get to, well, look, I hate to put this on Jen, but it's going to be a Jentel heavy show today because there's no news. To tell you the truth, there's little to no news. There's the same stuff we've been getting. Bond people are being told they're getting paid by Friday, not on Friday, by Friday. Another bond involved person. By the way, did my teeth look any whiter?
Let's try to focus here.
Yeah, I'm using some whitening.
Yeah, let's stay focused on that.
Okay, stay focused. Another bond guy was told he'll have his schedule on Tuesday. One bond guy has been told, I get my paperwork today and I close on Friday. Close means he gets money in his pocket. We've been hearing this for weeks, so we don't know what's going on that side of the ball. If you go back and watch Mark's show today, Mark talked about bond movement and Tier 4A stuff, and he is of the opinion no one in Tier 4A has been paid yet. I don't know if that's true. I know some of the rumors that we talked about last week about banks making offers to people for their dinar is true. And I would just like to say to every major bank out there, I do not have accounts with you. However, I would be glad to bring my dinar in and open an account today for $1 per dinar. I'd quite happily do that. You give me a call, Chase, Wells Fargo, anybody at, what's the other one? Bank of America. Give me a call. Give me $1 today for my 1.5 million dinar. And I will be there in a half an hour. Okay. I'll even wear pants, not sweats, pants. So let me know. And I know that story is true, which banks wouldn't be doing unless they are thinking it's going to be happening very, very soon, which, of course, we've been on the edge of that seat for quite a while. However, let's go into some other stuff. People who say this is waiting on Iran. Now, we've heard that before. I hope it is true because we're really close to getting some resolution in Iran. But there is no resolution that I see, that I hear about in the news in the next couple of days. I mean, the latest thing out there, if you look at what's going on, I've been getting a lot of stuff in the Telegram chat, Jen, and I want to address this. Israel's being destroyed. Look at the explosions. Look at the fires. These are videos from like Lebanon in 2024 and 2019. Tel Aviv has not been hit significantly. some of the Arab states have had a drone pop in here and there. No, the Mossad headquarters was not destroyed. Now, I know there are a bunch of people who don't like Jews, and there are a bunch of people who don't like Israel, and there are a bunch of people who really don't like what they call the Zionists. I get it. I do not judge you for that, because nobody really knows yet who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. I mean, some of the bad guys are pretty obvious. Some of the villains are obvious.
Jesus was a Jew.
Jesus, that's my mom. We'd be sitting there watching a Star Trek rerun, and my mom would say, you know, and I'd go, yes, Mom. And she'd go, the Bible was written by Jews. I'm like, okay, thanks. And Jesus was a Jew. So Christianity and Judaism have separated recently. But here's the thing, okay? I'm tired of this crap. Stop posting crap about how Israel has been wiped out and the United States is losing and the United States is out of ammunition. No, they're fucking not. Okay? The United States did not go into this conflict without enough ammunition. There are videos out there of Iranian drone factories being blown to smithereens, and then all the ants scatter and they blow them up too. Iran is being destroyed. The Persian people are taking to the streets. As of yesterday, they had control of the 3 biggest cities in Persia. The mobs, the Persian people. There's going to be a ground war and the U.S. is going to lose. It's going to be just like Iraq. It's going to be nothing like Iraq, because Iraq was a cabal-run operation headed by George W. Bush. But what about the 5,000 troops that they've moved into position? A country of 90 million people, and you think you're going to engage in a ground war with 5,000 guys? No, people use some brain cells. I know you have them. 5,000 guys are peacekeepers for the city of Tehran when the Shah comes back. That's the only reason they're in position. So everything is setting up for the Iran thing to end soon, but it hasn't ended yet. Ideally, what President Trump appears to want, from my perspective, is for them to publicly say, Uncle, we give, we're leaving. You can now turn the country back over to the Persian Shah for an interim government and then hold elections in a little while. That's what he wants. He wants capitulation. In the meantime, he'll continue to hit stuff. And everything he's hitting is an economic target or a military target. The economic targets are owned universally by the Bank of London. Oh, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. The U.S. is losing. The U.S. wants it open. No, Trump doesn't really want it open. Use your brains. The U.S. gets no oil, virtually none, from the through the Strait of Hormuz. Virtually none. You know who gets 40% of their oil through there? China. The same Chinese who are trying to threaten Taiwan by surrounding it right now. Trump is quite happy to have the Strait of Hormuz closed because he's starving the Chinese of the oil they need to operate their war machine. So there's a much bigger picture going on here. I highly recommend Promethean Updates on YouTube channel. They're explaining everything to you. This is a battle over finances. Jen has told you Trump is the financial master of the New World Order, the real New World Order that we're going to be a part of. He is cutting off all of their sources of money, as she has told you repeatedly. The Bank of London has owned Iran's oil for 118 years, and they have kept this constant conflict going up between the Arabs and the Israelis and the Jews and the Muslims to their benefit. That ancient financial infrastructure is being destroyed piece by piece, day by day, by Trump and the alliance. So stop posting this crap about how Tel Aviv has been flattened and the Israelis are being hit, and saving Israel for last. Does anybody even know what that means?
I do.
Well, okay, Jen knows.
I mean, but so something.
That's the news. That's the news update. The news update is
I can talk about.
no. The news is everything's ready, and it's everything's ready, and we're waiting, just like we've been waiting for a long time. All right, I went on a little bit too long. Let's go to the Jentel.
Thanks for the bitch session. All right, so
somebody had to do it. May as well be me.
Okay. Good morning. This is Jentel for 3/16/26. Interdimensional meditation, 6th level of heaven in the library. I met with Jesus, the apostles, and the archangels. The dress was a pale blue. Now, this is a little different today. I'm just going to give you what I got. But like I said, when I got here to the desk this morning, after I got this Jentel, I took a look at the timeline I was given. And it matches up with what I was doodling on the last show, which was Wednesday. So I'm going to explain that after, but first let's do the Jentel. RV News. Jesus spoke. Don't really know what he means by this. He said, there is a front moving into the west that will cause destruction. Now, if that's weather, I don't know how to prepare you for that. Just keep an eye on your weather. This will delay plans for the exchanges. Iran has nowhere to turn and will surrender shortly. The world will see the regime fall. 7 days left. And I asked a question. I said, did Trump say, because I watched that news conference that he did this morning, did Trump save the USA from nuclear attack? And Jesus said, yes. Iran would have destroyed the western half of the USA and poisoned the eastern half. So, as impatient as you are, I've been telling you for a long time and getting information that Iran is a problem, that Iraq was threatened, that we were threatened, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know. So let's all be grateful that we're still here, that our children are still here, everything that we love and adore is still here. Sometimes we got to take care of things. It causes delays. This has been a war from the beginning. And this is the climax. This is the escalation of that. And when the smoke clears, we'll have our new systems. We'll have our RV. We'll have everything. Okay? But if somebody was going to do that, we had to take care of it. And it sounds like he did. So I don't care who you are, what religion you are, what political party you are. You're all still here. So you should all be praying for President Trump right now because he had the balls to do it. Coming in the news. First one. Oceans rise. Now, last week I was seeing waves, a lot of waves. I just kept seeing them. We did have a situation in, what was it, Kona, Hawaii, where they had a lot of waves coming in. It could have been that. But now I'm getting oceans rise. Just, if you're on the beaches, the last couple of weeks I've been getting, just be aware of your surroundings if you're in that area. Get off the beaches if something's weird's going on. Okay? Second one, peace treaties. We got peace coming. This one, a little concerning, elevator drops. I hear something about that in the news. don't know if that's like a financial term or something. Could be. It might be something we don't think it is, but I'm hoping an elevator doesn't drop and somebody gets hurt, but we'll see. Next one. China makes a stunning announcement. Stunning announcement. And then the one after that, North China Sea. Something's going on over there. Another one, countries come together in peace. Last one, Iraq is free. Now, we had 7 days left. Last week, I said I doodled 10 days, war, RV, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, boom, 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 boom. I doodled what looks to me now, I didn't, like a freaking bomb going off. Then over here on the side, I had a number of lines. I told you it was 11, 11, 11. That's not what it is. I've got one line and then two close together. So 1, 2, 3. Another line, 4. 2 lines, 5, 6. 2 lines, 7, 8. And then 2 lines, 9, 10. 10 days. I did this on Wednesday. And if we have 7 days left, so that would have been, let's see, 7 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So we're at day 10. Is that right? Does that fit in?
Oh, no, wait, if it started Wednesday?
No, we don't count Wednesday.
Okay, so Thursday.
10 days from Wednesday. Okay, so that would lead us up to a Friday, right? Friday, and then we go Friday, Saturday, because 10 days was on, I drew it on the top. So we have a bomb at the top, okay? Then we have 10 days. Then I said war, then RV. Then we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, boom, 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 boom. So I think our timeline for all of this is we got 7 days till the boom, 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 boom. And it might be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And I think that's RV related because we've got the 10 days and then we have the war first, then the RV after that. I wrote Monday, 7 days left. We've got 7 days left as to today.
Okay.
Right?
Right. So then that's Monday, that clock runs out.
Yeah. So 7 days is the Friday, Saturday, right? Sunday, Monday. Monday would be the end of the 7 days. Right? So we have some kind of timeline. We have 7 days left. Through last week, they were trying to tell me, but I didn't want to hear that. And like,
we have 7 days left as of today.
Yeah. And so I don't think Monday. That counts today. Right?
So the 4 booms will start on Friday. That's what it looks like, right?
That's what I'm thinking. And I thought, my initial thought on that was announcements of some kind, but I like war announcements and then RV announcements. A little concerned about the doodle on the top there. I think we're safe here in the U.S. I don't like there's a front moving into the west. I don't know what that means.
Well, it is
if
interesting.
It's weather coming into the west.
Well, we have a heat wave scheduled here it's going to be in the 90s this week in Vegas, which is ridiculous for March. It's going to be in the 90s in LA. I'm going to LA to cool down a little bit. At least I'll be closer to the ocean. But yeah, this weekend. So,
yeah, we're up to the like almost 60 here where I am, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Now, this may be off just a little bit, but I think this is our message because this is all happening on a show where we're looking for the end result of the RV and the Sarah Jasara. We were talking about the war. How much time do we have? When are we getting this white flag? All right.
Somebody's also pointing out that Monday the 23rd, which is the end of your 4 booms and 7-day cycle from now, is also the day that Sky is scheduled to do her medbed live stream. Sounds like it's a pretty big day. I'm going to tell you something else that you would only know from reading my books, which is that March 23rd, which is the winter, not solstice, but equinox. Equinox is a sacred NASA ritual date. They have performed multiple missions and important things have happened on that date. So it's a Masonic, ancient religion sacred date as well. So it's an interesting date for this to all focus on. I'm not saying that means something big's going to happen. I'm just saying it's an ideal day for something big to happen.
I don't think it has anything to do with the date, though. I think it has everything to do with the mission. And if successful, when we can get to a place where everybody's free enough to do this.
Yeah, Clara thinks that looks more like a tornado than a nuke.
Oh, no.
And by the way, you said we're free from a nuclear attack. What about a nuclear attack? Just kidding, sir.
You know what?
Sorry. Sorry. All right. Do you think it's a tornado or do you think it's a bomb?
So many things I could say right now, and I'm just going to choose not to say anything, okay? All right? Because I'm a lady. All right, ladies? That's how you handle that. All right, so, yes, darling. That's what I meant.
I know you did. Just couldn't resist. It's an engineer's joke, okay? When somebody would say nuclear instead of nuclear, we would like razz them for a week. All right. Wow, that whole thing. So you're saying there was a nuclear attack planned for the West Coast this last week? Trump saved us from this, or with the attack he saved us?
I don't know when, but that's what was going to happen to us. I just asked frickin' Jesus, okay? That was what was going to happen to us if he didn't go and take care of Iran.
Okay.
I was telling you guys for a very long time, Iran is a problem. Why isn't Iraq doing? Because they're going to blow them off the face of the earth if they did, or us.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, why isn't this happening? Why isn't it? Well, they had their hand up, like, all right, how we need to take care of this situation. We can't have that happen. And thank God he did. I can wait. I'm good. I can wait.
Yeah, in order to have the West Coast still be intact and the East Coast,
I don't want to have to come into this lifetime and have to do all this crap all over again to achieve what I want to achieve here. All right? I don't want to start over. And all you humanitarians, you don't want to start over either. We're going to have to go through the same crap again. Let's just be patient. Let the big boys get their jobs done so that we're safe to do this. Money means nothing if you're dead. Okay? I didn't spend every single second of my children's life to make sure that they are alive and well, to move on and to do what they're eventually supposed to do, and I know what that is. Okay? To have them blown up in the blink of an eye. Total waste of time. My whole life would have been a total waste of time. No, we're going to get this cleaned up, we're going to get it done, and then we're going to move on, and we're going to RV, and we're going to win. And that's how that's going to happen.
All right.
That's Jentel for today.
All right.
I think it's perfect time for me to go take a little time off. I've been a little stressed out. You know, if the dog starts barking and you jump and have like an almost anxiety attack, it's time to take some time off. And so that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, a little stressed out.
Can we go back over coming in the news, please? Can we go back over that real quick? Talk about that.
Sure.
questions. By the way, don't forget, if you're going to post a question, Rumble Rant, Super Chat, please do it. Please do it with your name. It's very important. And the name of the person you're asking about. All right, Jennifer, what do we have coming in the news?
First one, Oceans Rise.
Oceans Rise. Well,
I kept trying to ask for him to say it in a different way, and he didn't. He just said Oceans Rise. Yeah, Oceans Rise.
Okay.
I don't know.
A nuclear blast could make oceans rise locally, but earthquakes are a much bigger force than a nuclear weapon is.
I think we're okay with a nuclear blast. I mean, I don't think we're going to get that now.
Okay. What could make the oceans rise?
It could be talk about. It could be this. It could be like the global warming and the oceans are going to rise and all that. Maybe that's exposed as a fraud.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. This is stuff that's going to come into our news feeds. We're going to see this.
Right.
We're going to see this to confirm the other part of this, because most of the other part of this, we may not get a lot of real world confirmation. And so that's why we do the coming in the news. That's kind of fun. We're not following the Q posts anymore, so now everybody's following.
I don't think high tide would be.
Jentel confirms, kind of gives us something to do. So now we have peace treaties. Let's do that.
Peace treaty sounds good.
He will be very successful with all of this.
It's so funny because there's this astrologer on Twitter that I ran across, and she just hates Trump. She's just called Star Heel is her name, and she's got 149,000 followers. And I'm like, yeah, can you give me a direct link to your OnlyFans? That's how you got the followers. Anyway, she's just a complete nut. And it's like, Iran is beating the U.S. and Netanyahu is dead, and the U.S. is going to fail and the stock market is going to collapse. And I'm sitting there thinking, it's entirely possible the stock market collapses. And what you don't know and refuse to understand is that there's been a plan for that for like 40 years to convert to the new system. And it's like, wow, they're just out of touch with reality. All right. What did we have? We had a couple of things from last week's in the news that came true, but I forget what they are off the top of my head. But you're reading something. What are you reading?
Jerks. Anyways.
Jerks. Okay.
I don't know. A little feisty this morning. Not taking any crap. So if you want to throw any at me, you're going to get hurt. Yeah. All right?
There we go.
Warning. Elevator drops. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, elevator drops. That one's weird. Could be just some sort of accident. Story. Could be some sort of accident, like a cable.
It's probably just a news story.
Yeah.
Let's hope something, they're building a building and the elevator drops and nobody gets hurt and it's just in the news. Okay. China makes a stunning announcement.
Oh, yeah. I'm interested in that one.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open for that. And then something goes on like North China Sea. Just kept saying it. North China Sea. Okay, I'll write it down.
Look up where the North China Sea is. China. Okay, the North China Sea. I put in the North China Sea and I get a map that shows me the Yellow Sea. That's not the North China Sea. Is it also called the Yellow Sea?
Probably. We're talking to Jesus here. I mean, he doesn't say things, in the modern way. He just, and it's, you have to understand, just like the person you were talking about, a person can be very intuitive, very psychic, but it's going to come through your human filter. And I tell people, all my students this.
Yeah.
You never want to take anything as the word of God because it's coming through your human filter, your brain, your
Yeah.
programming, what you believe.
Yeah, like you said last week. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now, so, people who don't like Trump and stuff, sometimes they do that because they've heard things, especially intuitive people. They'll be just like, well, he's causing war. I don't want anybody hurt. They may be very empathetic. But if everything that's coming out of their mouth is really negative, and doom and gloom and hate and all that, well, they might have an attachment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They might. So it's not an exact science ever. It takes a long time to take a step back from your personal beliefs and your opinions and your emotions and everything else to hear the truth. And even then, it's energy that is translated, that you translate into language.
Yeah.
So that can be off a little bit. So we do the best we can.
The North China Sea is also known as the Yellow Sea, and it is off the coast of the Korean Peninsula between Korea and China.
That's what I saw. And
so
between North and South Korea right there, something's going on.
Or
now, that came right after China makes a stunning announcement. I did see Korea. I did see North Korea. Maybe it has something to do with access, with borders, trade. I don't know.
Maybe Atlantis is going to surface. Huh? That would be a bit of a surprise. Atlantis wouldn't be in the North China Sea, though. It would be in the Atlantic. So, Mike, you froze. Okay.
Actually, I think it's in the Mediterranean.
Speaking of that, I don't have my ice pack on. Speaking of freezing, I don't have my ice pack on.
Know?
All right. Jen said 10 years ago, Ron says, Jen said 10 years ago, war starts in the Yellow Sea, I think. Or sorry, years ago, not 10 years ago, but years ago. Oh, interesting.
I was gonna say I've been here for 10 years. Oh my God.
God, please, let's not do this for 10 years.
Ron.
5 is quite
I did say, but that was
China announces their payroll in America of everyone paid to commit election fraud in 2020. That could happen.
You know what came up? I saw somewhere. There's something coming out about Pelosi soon. Remember when there was a
Pelosi
said Pelosi?
Mm-hmm.
And Venezuela? Venezuela? I don't know. She took a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's coming.
I use no filters.
So sometimes these Jentels take a while.
Yeah.
We got coming in the news. It's not like this week. We hope they come out this week.
Yeah.
But it's usually to confirm what I just got.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I got in that meditation that said Pelosi. I'd have to scroll back.
Let's just this. Is one of the booms China's shocking announcement? Is that one of the booms? The faux booms?
Dead silence. They're not going to tell us what the booms
are. They're not going to tell you. That when they won't tell you, that usually tells me the answer is yes. All right, questions?
No, it doesn't. When they don't tell me things, it's for my own protection.
Yeah.
Or for the good of the operation.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to questions. Questions for Jen must include your real name and the real name of the person, pet, or entity that you are asking about. Jen, let's start over on the Rumble side today. Am I frozen right now, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, it always does that when I pop over to the Rumble side. So let's come back. Am I unfrozen yet? Am I unfrozen?
Yeah, you're unfrozen.
Okay. All right. Let's go to questions. Oh, and one other thing, too, to remind everybody. No show on Wednesday for us. Mike will probably be on. But we are starting a new time on Monday, the 23rd. It's going to be 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. because that way we hope to be able to take more questions, and Jen can stay a little later and finish your questions. And it's just going to be better for everybody all around. So our shows are going to be on Mondays at 5, at least until football season. But frankly, we're both hoping, we're both hoping that we aren't doing this show by the time football season runs around. We're doing maybe different shows or a different one. I don't know. But that's our fervent hope, belief, and desire. So Monday at 5 p.m. And we're going to do a new thing with the Rumble rants too. You want to tell them about that or no?
We have a $10 minimum on the Rumble rants because we're getting too many $1, $2, $3, and it's not fair to our monthly supporters who are trying to get their questions answered because we've got too many Rumble rants and repeated Rumble rants. Listen, if you want to push ahead of the crowd, it's going to cost you $10.
Yeah, and that's what the Rumble rant and Super Chat does, is it gets your question answered first. So
plus, we don't want them to disappear while we're trying to get to them,
which does happen on the Rumble side, unfortunately.
And the low dollar amounts will disappear. I think you get like 2 minutes per dollar or something like that before they disappear.
Yeah.
And then I have people haunting me in email. I gave you $1 and you didn't answer my question. And I'm like, well, I'm completely unaware of that. What's your damn question? Yeah.
So that way we want to get through all of the paid questions quicker. And
I'll give you $2 to stop emailing me about it. All right.
Okay. All right. Starting with Robin Joe. She wants to know, am I going to be an M or a B? Very simple question.
B.
I don't know if I mentioned this, by the way. The advantage on Rumble, we didn't go to the Rumble channel again. Real News Live with Mike and Jen. Go over and follow us on Rumble on Real News Live with Mike and Jen. And if you become a $5 a month monthly subscriber, your questions go to the top of the pile when it comes time for questions and answers. So, all right, cool. Raul is in here. Hi, Raul. Where will I be on 9/3? 2026, September 3rd, 2026.
On a boat. It's white. It's not a cruise ship. It looks like a yacht.
A yacht. All right, Raul.
It does. A very large boat. Either that or you're on a fishing trip. I just see like the walking down outside and the white wall there. And there's like wind blowing and it's moving. There's water.
Okay. Elise wants to know how far she will have to go for her RV appointment.
25 minutes.
Stacy wants to know, will we, I assume her and her man, be able to purchase our home and beach rentals in Alabama and home in Florida? Will they be able to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Judy, Judi, says, my mother's scheduled for a PET scan this week. She thinks the chest congestion went viral. What do you see? The mom's name is Linda. So Judy wants to know about her mom, Linda. She's going to get a PET scan. What do you think?
Went viral? You mean like turned into a secondary infection?
Yeah, it goes from viral to bacterial sometimes. So.
Yeah, there's infection in there. Mm-hmm. It's on its way to pneumonia. I think it's important that you get her her on something strong.
Yeah. Nancy M for $20 says, would it do any good to get a cleansing for my daughter-in-law, Kathy, with a C? She has changed so much in the last few years and not for the better. Well, somebody has to agree to a cleansing, don't they?
That's something we can talk about privately. Just email me about that or email Marcy about it.
Okay. Mark, M-A-R-C, wants to know if he's an M or a B.
B.
Sherry Perez wants to know if she's an M or a B.
I think just almost a B, like really high M there.
Don wants to know if he has a message from either his mother, Karen Sue, or his biological father, Robert Lee.
I don't do it that way. I don't let anybody just walk in. I call them to me. So, do we have any names?
Don.
Dawn is the mother or the father?
Don wants to know, is there a message from either his mother, Karen Sue, or his biological father, Robert Lee? Should we just
Calling
pick one?
mom. You're doing fine. You need to step away from it all for a little bit. She's worried about you. You're too stressed out. She's going like this for the chest there. Lower your blood pressure.
Mhm.
You're going to be okay. So she really wanted to she's like, you're going to be okay. Okay. Like, stop it. Stop stressing out. You need to step away from it for a minute, whatever it is that's going on.
Mary Roberson, do you see any guardian angels around me? Everybody has guardian angels, don't they? At least one.
Yeah, but it helps people if you tell them. What's the name again?
Mary Roberson, Roberson.
I just saw you in a crowd, woman. And then Jesus is saying, we would never have let her come here alone. Never. You've got loved ones you don't even know about. You've got angels. You've got at least 2 or 3 guides right now. I mean, you're just walking around with an entourage. Yeah, you're good.
Laura B says, I'm scheduled to head out on a family vacation very soon. Will this go off without a hitch? Laura B. And will we have a good time? I assume you're going to have a good time if you're going with your family.
Give yourself more time for travel. Give yourself more time. Like, let's say, oh, I'll just do that in the morning before we leave. Don't do that. Get it done. I see you rushed. Other than that, it's fine. And the weather's a little disappointing for in the beginning, I think, or sometime in there, but it gets better. Yeah, you're okay.
Okay. Rita J for $10 wants to know, when do you see her retiring from her job?
As of now, best possibility for that is late March into April.
Okay. Karen C says she has a cat named Cricket. Cricket is a girl, and she sits on her back paws and begs with her front ones. She looks at the ceiling and past me. What is she seeing?
An older man.
An older man. Dad, maybe? Maybe grandpa?
I'm just trying to see if this is an earthbound. Hang on a second. I'm getting a really fatherly presence. The energy is a bit higher than your average earthbound. I want to say it's somebody visiting you, but that cat can see it pretty good. I think I'd have to look at some pictures of the house, but very nice older man. Don't talk to him. Okay? We don't talk to earthbounds because we never know. Could be somebody deceiving us, trying to get into our head. But I just can't say that it's a loved one visiting every time. I think you got somebody in the home. But somebody who's not going to hurt you, bother you, anything like that. But he likes the cat. Yeah, send me pictures. Email me pictures. I don't know when I'm going to get to him because I'm off, but I'll get to you guys. Everybody that emails me after tonight, I'm going to try it. I got them all done as of this morning, but
don't feel obligated to do that on your vacation, Jen. The purpose of a vacation is to.
I'm trying to stop doing stuff. You know, like when you sit there and you're like, I should be doing something. This is a total waste of time. I'm just sitting here. I mean, 5 minutes has gone by and I'm not doing anything. I'm like, that's when it's time to stop. You know, and then the dogs bark and you jump and like.
That's what it's like to be a man, and it's no fun. So take some time off for yourself.
That's what it's like to be a man.
Yep. And I know you do it too. I'm just saying that's what a guy should be doing is, why am I sitting here? I got to be doing something. I got to be building something. Why am I not building anything? Why am I not fixing this? Why am I not cleaning that? That's your life.
I'm sorry, I keep calling you darling. I'm trying not to cuss at you. That's what it's like to be a mom. All right, and that's what there's always
with a mom. It's different.
And then you throw your own business on top of that.
Yeah.
And you go 100 miles an hour for like, let's see, November, December, January, February, March. Here we are. What month is it? It's March. It's time to go out of town.
Okay, so this is an interesting question. It is. This is from Dragon John, so it's from John. All right. So, hello, Jen and Mike. My wife has asked me who is going to throw a fit if we move to East Texas, like you said we were going to do last week. Her family lives in that area. Glenda is my wife's name, so do you know who it is that's going to throw a fit if they move to East Texas?
No.
Yeah. You know, everybody's bringing up tornadoes. Jen doesn't feel it's a tornado that she drew, but with a heat wave clashing with the cold air, you've got snow. That is potential for that's tornado weather. So yeah, tornado, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, because I was drawing the doodle first, then dropped down through 10 days. Then we had war, then RV, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's a bomb.
Okay. Jen, okay, here's somebody, Macheri21 says that a common saying on Wall Street is, listen to this, the stock market takes the stairs up and the elevator down.
Shut up. That's awesome.
That's what she said.
Really?
That's what she said. So that could be the stock market crashing.
I didn't know that. If that happens, you guys, the way Jesus gives information is so cool. It's like, all right.
He lets you find it. He lets you find
cookies. You see my post on philosophy? This is good news, okay?
Yeah.
Because this means it's happening. All right. So after I did healings yesterday morning, I was, talking to Jesus, and I'm like, can you give me a sign, something like good personally that's coming for me, or about anything that's coming for me? And he said yes, and so I got out of meditation and went about my day, and then later on in the day, I just ordered Chinese food because I didn't thaw anything out, and so they. And so they I get the fortune cookies, okay? And it was just a meal for me, so they shouldn't have given me so many, but they gave me 3. So the guy down there is just grabs in the thing and just throws them in the bag, right? So I open one fortune cookie, and there's a picture on Philosophy on Telegram if you want to look at it. It's pretty cool. When you ask for a sign for Jesus, this is what happens. Well, to me, because I'm going to tell the story and give you all hope. But I hope it happens for you too. So this is what it said I opened the first fortune cookie, and it says, "You will travel far and wide for both pleasure and business." I'm like, oh, that fits right in with the mission. That's in with the plans, and I'm going to have the RV to do that. Well, the easiest way. I mean, if I'm traveling far and wide, the RV has happened. So I thank you, Jesus. I take that sign, and then open the next fortune cookie, and the next fortune cookie says, "You will travel far and wide for both pleasure and business." And when you don't listen to Jesus, he'll say it again. So I'm like, two exactly the same. What are the chances of that when some kid over at the Chinese place just reaches into a vat of fortune cookies and throws them in your bag? And I'm like, oh my gosh, what other messages do I have? So I open up the third one. It's empty. I'm like,
Okay.
I can't argue with that. And if I'm going to travel far and wide for both pleasure and business, I have the funds to do so. I mean, RV happens. So that's our reminder. That's a message from Jesus right there. I mean, I can't make that up.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
let's move on. If we can. Sorry. Well, I want to get to more questions.
That's good. That's good stuff.
That is good stuff.
That's hope.
Katrine K here. Do you foresee any issues exchanging the Iranian rial since they have been sanctioned for so long? Yeah, that's a good question. If Iran settles, are they going to be part of the basket?
They're not going to let the Iranian people suffer. Yes, you will be able to exchange it. It's about the people, is what I'm hearing.
Wow. Cool. Cool Raoul says just add the words "in bed" to a fortune cookie. I agree. That's a common thing. Jill C for $20 says, where or what do you see me doing in September of this year? So Jill C wants to know about her September.
In September?
Yeah, just in general, I guess.
Well, let me ask, because that's not a specific location I can project to. So let's see here. In September, name again?
Jill C.
Setting up the house. Or setting up shop. House or shop? Both. There's a house and a shop on the land, is what I heard. It sounds like you built a house or you purchased a house and you are putting furniture in it and setting up your nesting.
Cool. 11 more Rumble rants, and then we got to get over to the YouTube side of the house. Michael C is here. Michael C asks, am I still on track to purchase the large ranch with a private lake and small bison herd in Bandera Court, Texas? Michael C.
Does he stand to what?
Is he still on track to purchase a large ranch with a private lake and a small bison herd in Bandera Court, Texas?
Yes, but it's going to be just a little bit different than what you envisioned, or possibly the location is.
Okay. Beth L says, which month will Dario and I retire so that we can start working on the humanitarian project? Will it be approved?
As of now, best possibility for that. April. And people who are commenting about me saying the best possibility for that and telling me I'm not psychic, dude, you must be new.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eat shit and
when you have a moving timeline with an event and a war involved in that,
yeah,
I'm going to look at the strongest timeline from here on out. And if something changes that timeline, it'll shift. So I'm going to say the best, instead of explaining all that ahead of time when I give the answer, I'm going to tell you the best possibility of that is this. All right, I'm just getting a little bit.
Okay. Scott says the house I want was in a tornado area. The road is closed. Is it okay? It's on Sandbar Road.
There is damage. I'm not sure if it's okay. I mean, I think there's damage to it. Yeah.
Okay. Stacy Morton says, Jen, can you tell if I will exchange my currencies on a military base?
Yes and no. I think because I think something that you have, you need to go to the military base for. And the rest of it, you could actually go to regular exchange appointments. So I'm getting yes and no.
Okay. Jody, Jodie, layman here. I'm flying from Florida to Michigan tomorrow and driving back on the 24th. Will I have a safe round trip?
Safe, yes.
Debbie, Deby, Debbie P wants to know if you see the addresses 100 or 111 in her future.
Seeing the first two numbers of your address is 10.
Okay. Lee Stark. Lee Stark wants to know, you said I would not be pleased with my upcoming eye surgery. Is there anything I can do to make the outcome successful? Anything he can do?
No? I just feel like there's an additional procedure after that.
Okay.
And you're not happy about that.
Okay. Robin, our primetime gal, hi, Robin, says, Jen, my daughters are treating me to Disneyland for my big birthday this week. Just checking all goes well.
Oh, I wish I could go with you.
Thank you and hugs.
Love that. It's hot. Take water. Just prepare for heat. Yeah. Other than that, it's fun. Yeah. Everything's fine.
It's going to be hot. Donna Samaras wants to know if her parents, Nicholas and Diana, have a message for her. Donna Samaras. Nicholas and Diana.
You're very loved, monitored, supported. And we miss her. They're both talking at the same time. You have nothing to worry about. Just encouragement. You have nothing to worry about. We love you. We miss you. We're watching over you. We're with you. I mean, they're just very supportive.
Okay. Kathy Tweeton says, my daughter Ashley is flying next week to Florida for a wedding on a yacht. Do you see everything going okay?
Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Alessa, you done?
Overdressed.
Overdressed.
No,
Alessa or
she should dress.
Oh, okay.
She's thinking it's going to be a little bit more casual than it is.
Okay. Overdress. Okay. Alisa or Alessa, Alesa. I don't have currency, but will I be able to purchase my own home soon? Well, go out and spend $60 at the local currency exchange on some Vietnamese dong, and you'll
What's
have
the name there?
Alessa, Alesa. Will I be able to purchase my own home soon?
I think everything gets in line to be able to do that by summer without the RV. Yeah, I think you've been working towards that. Good job.
Okay. Let's go over to the YouTube side of the house. Does Jennifer access Akashic Records upon with Jesus? New here plugged in. Oh, wish I hadn't clicked on that one.
There's a lot of people that do that. I have before been in meditation into the city, and there is a huge, huge library I can't even describe that I have been in and spoke to somebody, but didn't go in and access like scrolls. Somebody was telling me something from a scroll, but so no, I'm not. There are people that do that, but I don't go in and read scrolls. It's very hard for me to read something in meditation. I just ask questions. Like I said, I it's always my own voice in my own head, but you hear things like thoughts. You see things in your mind like memories. I can project my consciousness to different places and tell you what's there, you know. Yeah, no, I don't do that part of it. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Frederica, hi, sweetie. Will my granddaughter Ilsa, Willow, Kaya, and Cleo, granddaughters, visit my project in America often? Cleo loves animals. Marry a girl who loves animals.
Several times a year. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Francesca says, can you tell me how far I will drive to my RV appointment in Wisconsin here?
Like 25 minutes. It's not very far at all. Within under half an hour.
Jen, my grandmother left me a quilt that wasn't finished. I planned on finishing it for my daughter's new baby, but I can't find it anywhere. Did it get thrown out by accident?
That's a Susan Gratz question. The only thing I see is what looks like a file box with material in it. And it's folded in there with some other material. I think you had an idea to start that, but left it in a box somewhere. And I don't know where it is.
Look for a box. BB's already dead. They say it was due to medical issues. Well, he was in a coffee shop the other day. And no, that wasn't AI. They're saying, oh, he has 6 fingers. No, it's just a reflection off the bottom of his hand.
It don't matter.
Pretty alive.
He's always been a singer in the band. He's always been a pawn. He's always been controlled. If you think he's really making decisions, you're wrong.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry about BB. Jen left me a quilt. Okay, we just did that one. Lisa J. Jen, I'm having an ultrasound on my left breast tomorrow due to mammogram results. They told me they'd have results right away. Do you see me getting good results? I feel like it's just scar tissue.
Oh, good picture. You're right.
Good. You're right. Come back to us on that one when she's correct. Jeremy and Jane want to know if they're going to be M's or B's.
B.
Cool. Loretta Miller says, Jen, can you tell me if Ashley's biopsy will come back with good results? She's my daughter-in-law.
I don't like these questions because what if they don't? I have to tell you. Ashley. It's fine. It is.
Chris says, "Hi, Mike and Jen. Will my bankruptcy problem be over with soon? Thank you both for everything."
Not as soon as you'd like.
Okay. Viviana, do you still see me purchasing a car in May? Have a great Monday.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. Jordan says that his sister-in-law, Faith McKee, is really struggling mentally right now. Is it postpartum? I want to help however I can.
It's depression, yeah.
It's depression.
Yeah, I do. There's a chemical imbalance there. She needs to work with a doctor.
Postpartum is a thing. Did you ever have any issues with that?
No.
No. Yeah. Too busy.
Oh, it's like the best thing that ever freaking happened to me. I was on cloud 9 for like 18 years, man. I was just like, when they were babies, I was just like, I'd wash their clothes and I'd just stare at it, and I just loved every minute of it. And yeah, there were times when I was like, oh my God, mother, take these children. But totally in love with them from day one.
We were watching I don't know, my ex-wife and I were watching some fucking Lifetime movie she was making me watch, and she's got this woman's got this baby after waiting till she was 40, and she's like loving the baby, and she goes, "You don't always feel like that." She goes, "You don't love the baby every minute. Sometimes you want to throw the baby on the ground and stomp on it." I was like, wow, glad I didn't have any kids with you.
Opposite.
Sometimes you want to throw the baby on the ground and stomp on it.
I had that kid on my hip the whole time. I mean, with Faith.
Okay.
And then Katie came. I calmed down a little bit when Katie came along. Like Faith, I was like, "Oh my God, I don't want you to cry at any hurt in any way at any time." And then Katie come along, I'm like, "You're fine.
They're supposed.
You're okay."
Yeah, it's kind of what I do with Miss Fluffy Muffy house. It's fine. You're fine.
But I had to put Katie into preschool so she could learn to separate with me, because she was the kid who'd like ride on my foot, hold on to my leg while I'm making dinner. I mean, she couldn't be away from me at all.
Oh. Mary Beth says, "Why is my daughter Sydney shutting me out of her life?" I don't know, but if your last name is Sweeney, give me your number and I'll give her a call and try to cheer her up.
Mary Beth.
And Sydney.
What's she doing? She's hiding something she doesn't want you to know about. I'm not going to know what it is. That's her business. But there's and it's not like worry, oh my God, my baby. It's just like personal stuff she doesn't want your opinions on. She's trying to assert her independence. She'll be back.
Okay. Jen, Rex here. We got about 12 questions left. We'll try to whip through them. Rex here. I got something going on with my ankle or leg or foot. I'm on crutches, haven't been to a doc. Insurance is on hold, and I've been missing a lot of work at construction. Can you see what's going on? I hope I don't get fired. I hope you don't get fired too, Rex.
Okay, let's stop the rants and
yeah,
cut them off now. No more, because if we still have 12. Okay.
Yeah. And Jen's got to go, so yeah. We appreciate it, but we don't have time. On Monday, we'll be able to keep going, but a week from Monday.
Something going on with the ankle
or leg or foot or...
It is with the tendon. It is something going on with that. I do think I see a little bit of a tear on the side of it. I feel like it's on the outside towards the back of the foot, on the other side of the ball of the foot right there. Ankle. It's the ankle.
It's the ankle.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to be seen for that.
Yeah. KB Free, I don't have your name, but when will I start my humanitarian project and will it be successful? I don't know if Jen can tell you when, but I'll tell you this. If it's a humanitarian project and you help one person, even one, it's a success. So look at it that way. Of course it'll be successful. You help somebody.
KB Free.
I don't know if you can connect with that or not.
Let me go find who typed that in. Yeah. Destined. It's been leading up to this your entire frickin' life. You know it, too. Just be patient with yourself. You're probably not going to get approved till 27. We'll have plenty of time before that. Yeah. You're going to make a difference.
Good. Keisha Mitchell, before my hubby passed, he bought us a new home. However, anytime I dream of him, we're always at his old home and not the house we purchased together. And it is never a good dream. Do you know why? It's interesting.
Yeah.
I have dreams a lot in the house I grew up in. And Mrs. Sturm, one of my neighbors who passed away in the 1980s, came into a dream one time and she said, "You come here because there's a lot of water under the houses here in the hill. And that makes it easier for us to come in and communicate." I don't know if that's true, but is that, sometimes people get drawn to a certain place for dreams.
After my husband passed away in 2007, there was something psychologically that went on for years. Even though it wasn't his fault, he was gone in the blink of an eye on the way home from work by a drunk driver. Something in me felt abandoned. Okay? And so I would have these dreams that he never really died and that somehow he was off with another woman and had another life. And I found him one day, he showed back up, and I'm like, how could you do this? So certain times of the year when the veil is thin and the energies are just so, we'll have these dreams that bring old wounds to the surface and gives us another opportunity to say, okay, are we done with this now? Are we ready to work through this now? Mm-hmm. It happens ever so often. There are 2 times of the year when the veil is thin. Fall is the biggest one. Okay? But right now is another one. Okay? When we go from winter into spring. And so you're going to start, people all over the place are going to start having weird dreams. Like, why am I thinking about that? Why am I thinking about some boyfriend I had 30 years ago who doesn't even matter? Well, it has something to do with the cleansing away of the old baggage. And like this time of year, like winter's over, like spring cleaning. Okay. And I've seen it every year. Now, when you have something like that, that's going to come to the surface more often. I mean, I was already remarried, totally in love and happy and everything else, never really think about the girl's dad other than for them. But then I would still have dreams like that. Like, mm-hmm. Are you serious? Well, congratulations on your new life. Like, and it's so stupid. Yeah. Like he like left on purpose or something. So just be gentle with yourself in those times and think about it that way. If you're getting a true visitation from a loved one that passed away, it's going to be very short. It's going to be very direct. They're going to tell you something, and they're probably only going to get out one sentence before you just go into fear or emotion and take over the visualization, okay? The creation of that dream. So it's baggage that you're trying to get rid of.
Okay. All right. Joshua V wants to know if his spirit guide has a message for him. You're doodling again. Please don't be doodling another hydrogen bomb mushroom cloud. I see the arm moving and I'm like,
I don't know what it is I'm drawing right now.
I'm scared. Okay. Joshua V.
You can't lift what? Heavy things right now. I don't know if you hurt yourself. I feel like you tweaked something. Um, don't lift anything heavy.
It's funny. I don't know if it's your review. No, I think it was Susan's review. Told me in August, don't lift anything heavy. Don't do anything strenuous because you'll hurt your back. I'm like, that's oddly specific, but
Prices
it does happen. Hi, Jen. I rescued a feral kitten, Tangerine. He is still scared, but I have to get him neutered. Appointment is Thursday. Will it go well physically and emotionally? Like you're going to cut his rocks off? You think he's going to be happy about that? No.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I know. It's so... But they're fine.
They're fine.
Yeah. Just let it happen. Bring them home. Give them lots of love. The last thing
the world needs is more unloved kittens and dogs. It's the last thing they need.
We didn't used to neuter our pets when I was a kid, and I have memories of laying down on the grass, and we had 2 females, and a dog got in the yard. We had a golden retriever and a shepherd, and they both had puppies at the same time, had like 12 puppies each. And I remember as a kid, I'd lay down on the grass, and you could hear it coming. All these little feet, and they'd just be all over me, just puppies all over me. Oh. Best memory ever.
Oh, yeah. Laura says her husband John is having stomach issues. He's been to the doctor several times and put on prescriptions for acid stomach. Can you please see what's going on there?
He has GERD. That's it? GERD. It's a condition.
Good afternoon, Jen. My name is Melissa N. Do you see me still moving? See me to Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana this year?
Yes.
Richard A. wants to know, I've been stacking currency. How am I looking for genuine money and not fake bills when I RV? You just want to know how much of what you got is real versus counterfeit.
Let me look at the counting machine they put it in. Of course, they do it in different, per country, per type. You got 3 or 4 things that got spit out as counterfeit. The rest of it's good. 3 or 4 bills.
Okay. Roxanne says she's in the process of a divorce and moving out. Do you see me being okay? Sorry about that.
Good for you, Roxanne. You just set yourself free. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I think that sounds like it's pretty good.
You're going to be fine. You are supported. You've been divinely led in this direction.
Okay. Linda T, 7 for $5. Thank you, Linda. We appreciate that. Kenny S, do you see me making no music or making new music or making films in my spare time? Interesting question. 2, 3, 4, 4 left.
It really looks like music to me.
Okay. I wish I had musical talent. I have none. My karaoke is scary. Do we have to wait for the Clarity Act to pass before we see the RV happen with Iraq, Vietnam, etc.?
That doesn't.
Yeah, the Clarity Act is a crypto thing.
Doesn't have anything to do with it.
Glenn Passaretti is asking for whether he's an M or a B. Well, will I buy the home at 26353 Old Ramona Highway in Ramona, California?
So my parents had a store up there. That's where I worked for a while. Yes, on the purchase, B.
Cool. Georgia, by the way, there's a vague rumor that Elon Musk is interested in buying the Seahawks who are for sale. Is that true? Is he really looking into that?
No.
Shit. Okay. Georgia Lale here. Will I be a B, BB, or BBB?
BB.
BB. Wow. Georgia again. Will all of my family be safe during the great and terrible day? 2 will be traveling during that predicted time, and I'm concerned. Well, we don't really know what's going to happen, but
A great and terrible day.
I think she's thinking next Monday after the boom, boom, booms or something. Or maybe the weather thing. I don't know.
Well, let's just look at it this way. I don't see any doom coming to your family anytime soon. Anybody's health and welfare. I think everybody's fine.
Okay, Kathy wants to know if you can tell her if her grandma Elvira Esparza has a message.
Say the name again.
Okay.
Elvira what?
Elvira Esparza, does she have a message for shoot, I lost it. Kathy. Does Elvira Esparza have a message for Kathy?
I'm listening. I have seen. You're wondering if she's seen certain things? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody stop. Last 2 questions. Linda wants to know if her daughter and I will be moving into the blue house.
Yeah, I think so.
And Kathy wants to know what kind of a B she's going to be.
Double B.
Double B. All right, guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every one of you. Jen is going on vacation. I'll be back tomorrow night for Toxically Masculine Tuesday. I'll be back Wednesday with a news update. I might have Mel Carmine joining me to talk about XRP and crypto, and the upcoming Quantum Summit 2.0, 3.0, whatever it is in Florida. It's going to be in Cape Canaveral the weekend of the 28th, 29th, that weekend. I'm going to be there in Cape Canaveral. So Mel and I will be on Wednesday, Toxically Masculine Tuesday, and also watch for an alien event video. I'll try to put it on my channels, and in the Telegram room, I'm doing a Zoom call with all the people that are going to be there at 1 today. I don't know when it goes out, but when it does, I will make sure you get linked up. And then Jen and I started our new time a week from today at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern is our new time a week from today. Jen, any closing thoughts?
Stay positive. We're going to win this thing.
I know. It started squeaking, so when I lean back, it squeaks. It sounds like a cat screaming. I don't know where to put the WD-40, but I guess I better figure it out. So thank you. All right, guys, that is going to do it. Thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Jen, have a great vacation. I'll talk to you, I'm sure, here and there. Probably not.
No,
she's just going to go to the...
not.
All right. Love you too. Bye.